Hey, what's going on YouTube 2? Sketchy coming at you. Welcome back to another gigantic video where we're gonna go check out a Ashling build. But before we do, there's some news, some updates, some shout outs, and some resources that I wanted to share with you that I think will be beneficial for new players and or, returning players, I guess. Wait. I guess we're all just returning players, aren't we? Anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So if you don't mind, scroll down to the pinned comment down below and click on the associated platform that you'll be playing Gigantic on, and go ahead and wishlist the game. Please. Please. So I'm currently looking on Steam, and Steam mostly. So on Steam DB, it says that Gigantic is currently listed on the 320th spot, which, hey, not bad. A couple of days ago, it was on the 327th spot. Let's see how high we can get it. It's above Zarya, The Age of Shattering, Mirthwood, and American Truck Simulator Nebraska DLC. Anyways, all this to say, go ahead and wishlist it, share it with your friends, and yeah, get the word out. All right, so next up, the Gigantic Wiki. Go ahead and check it out. I don't know, if you want to nerd out about some stuff, I think it's pretty damn useful, especially some tips and tricks and whatnot are provided as well. Speaking of, Mistforged. Mistforged is a website that allows you to create builds and or guides for each hero in Gigantic. Just a quick shout out to Lunami, a GGT Party Killboy 11, and Big Boot just for creating this. I mean, this is huge. This is massive. This is exactly what we need, especially for new players and returning players trying to familiarize themselves with a bunch of roles and or abilities and or just heroes in general. This is the build that we'll actually check out today, so we're kind of putting you on the spot here, Medtic. Next up, quick shout out to NORTHSTAR, who went out of their way and made this masterpiece, which is a video around every single debuff and buff in Gigantic. So as we are checking out builds and whatnot, and we'll be calling out buffs and debuffs, if you don't know what they are or what they do, you can check out this video right here. Another one is Lunami, who's been around for quite a while and has a bunch of videos, mostly targeted at basic gameplay foundations, but there's also some tricks and tips sprinkled in, as well as guides and whatnot. And I think this is, again, another place where you can sort of sink your teeth into if you're in the mood for some Gigantic content. All right, that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and check out the Ashling build, which is called Passive Value is Strong. Essentially, it leans into Ashling's Sir Kador summons and buffing your allies. It is very similar to the default support build here with a few tweaks here and there. Let's go ahead and show it off though. All right, so first up, we're going to be upgrading our summons and our repositioning for Sir Kador. This is going to be Kador's defenses and then Kador's restoration. This allows you to, well, summon him, right? But also boost you and everyone within the circle. And this circle is large. Like this is team fight oriented stuff. Like this will allow you to survive combos and or one-shot bursts and whatnot. Not only on yourself, but your team as well. All right, next up, we're going to be upgrading Slash, which is our basic auto attack essentially. We're going to turn it into Spectral Wave, which is a piercing projectile. And anyone that's hit, or our allies that I hit, are going to gain 20 armor for the next 5 seconds, which is massive. So yeah, Spectral Wave is going to be the first upgrade for your Slash, and then Spectral Defense to be able to buff the allies. Let's go ahead and check out how that looks. All right, our allies are dying. Let's go ahead and give them some armor. As you can see, it's piercing, so both of them are okay. And now we're healing them because, well, we picked that ability to be able to do that. And now they're fine. As you can see, they were dying. Now they're not dying. Also, Sir Kador acts like a sixth teammate essentially because, well, there's somebody that they need to focus. And look at this. Just healing and being annoying. Like, that's so strong. All right, next up, we're going to be checking out Ashling's E called Into the Blade, which allows you to retreat Sir Kador back into your sword, which also heals you and gives you some armor. But we're going to be using this for another reason, which is, well, aiding your allies, essentially, or aiding yourself to get the hell out of danger. So first up, we're going to be picking Restore Shield, which is, well, allows you to restore some shields. But then Pure of Spirit is actually pretty big because it gives you debuff immunity to you and your allies. So this is your oh shit, get out of danger button, right? So you have Sir Kador out here doing damage, being annoying, harassing the enemy or whatnot, or maybe even aiding to your allies, and then you are getting jumped, maybe you're low in health. You press E, let Sir Kador jump back into you. You get that extra shield, you get some healing, you get immunity from being slowed down, you're able to get to a safe spot, essentially, is what this button allows you to do. Or what this spell allows you to do, I should say. Not only does it apply to you, but anyone that is within vicinity of you pressing E. So let's see if we can actually showcase this. So Sir Kador comes, there he is, boom, boom, and then we summon him back. So there it is, hopefully immune to any danger, and they're able to get out safely. That's the hope there, at least. All right, next ability we're gonna be looking at is Kador's War Cry, which activates his ability. Currently, or by default, it applies a major slow and can cancel the enemy. However, we're gonna be upgrading this with Chastise, which cripples the enemy. And again, shout outs to North. And again, you can go ahead and check out that video if you want to know what crippling does. But also, we're going to be choosing Cry More, which reduces the cooldown of this ability. So it essentially acts like a slow, but also removes their ability to jump, so it just makes them an easier target to beat down. All right, next up, let's talk about her ultimate ability called Terrify. And as you can see, it does a ton of stuff. It teleports Sir Kador to the target location, it launches the enemy, it slows them, it weakens them, and the more focus you have, the more the slow and or weaken duration lasts. Skirmishing, by the way, is what you're going to be choosing here. In combat, it buffs stamina regen, so it'll allow you to be a little bit more nimble, dodge a few more times, and potentially hold down shift and run really fast at the enemy. And out of combat, it'll also regen some health earlier than usual. But you'll also be choosing Hit and Run, which is a movement speed buff. I couldn't see it, but it gains 10% armor movement speed and 10 armor. So that's gonna look like this. So as you're fighting, you summon Sir Kador. He's doing his thing, going ham. Maybe you press your Q to use his ability once, and then all of a sudden you want to go even harder, or you want to pop off, you press F. And there you go. As you can see, it interrupts the enemy. They have a bunch of debuffs. You have a bunch of movement speed, which is, really strong. I mean, it's her ultimate. It's supposed to be strong, but allowing you to sort of command the battlefield with Sir Kador, assisting your allies, but also being able to deal damage, piercing damage for that matter. All right, so last but not least, we're going to be choosing Echoes from Beyond as the trait. So it increases Kador's War Cry area size, and in Clash, Kador's War Cry increases Sir Kador's health. So the War Cry was this right here, the ability essentially. So you'll be able to hit more people. That's the hope there. So this looks like this. We're going to be sending Kador out, and now we're pressing Q. There you go. It's a larger AoE, hopefully hitting more people. And that's pretty much it. That's the build that we have available on Mistforge. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you see opportunities to improve it and or want to build upon it once the game does fully release. If you want more of this kind of stuff, go ahead and let me know. I'm totally fine with just making a bunch of these videos and sort of just spotlighting a few builds that are available and or people are sharing already. So yeah, let me know. Anyways, my name's Too Sketchy. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.